Call the Plan Commission meeting to order. Call to order, starting on my right.
Weisinger here. Gabriel here.
Dilge here.
Jamadi here.
Capel here.
We also, Paul Janzik and Heather Dalton are excused for the evening. We also have our support specialist, Taylor Ochinsky, our zoning administrator, Lexi Dargowitz, and our town attorney, Nick Flanagan. Certify the posting of the meeting.
I certify that on Friday, June 28th, 2024, the agenda for the Town of Rome Plan Commission meeting for Tuesday, July 9th, 2024 was posted at the following locations: Rome Town Hall, 8:55 a.m., Quick Trip LLC, 9:15 a.m., Nakusa Port Edward State Bank, 9:20 a.m., posted on the Town of Rome website on 6/28/24, emailed into the Wisconsin Rapids Tribune, 6/28/24, and legal notice published in the Wisconsin Rapids Tribune on 6/25 and 7/2.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a motion to approve by Jerry, seconded by Lori, to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Citizen comments. Do we have any of the orange cards at all?
There were none received, no.
Okay. Can I dispense with reading that?
I would just then recommend reading A.
A. The commission will also take comment from the public on agenda items as called by the chair, but not during the citizen comment. Please note that once the commission begins discussion on an agenda item, no further comment will be allowed from the public on that issue. Do I have any information, updates, recent correspondence, current events?
I have
tonight?
nothing.
Nothing?
I have nothing. Nothing?
Slow month.
No, busy month.
Oh, okay. So I am going to open the public hearing. On A, amendment to a conditional use permit for the short-term rental at the property located at 841 Richmond Way, owned by Greg Maurice and Phyllis May, also described as Lot 30 of White Stallion addition to Lake Camelot, located in the southwest 1/4, northeast 1/4, section 14, Town 20 North, Range 6 East, Town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 030-06748-0000, adjusting the maximum occupancy allowed. Nick?
Thank you. Greg Maurice and Phyllis May originally submitted a short-term rental license application and conditional use permit for the property located at 841 Richmond Way, which was approved on September 14th, 2021. This requested amendment to the conditional use permit is to adjust maximum occupancy, increasing from 4 to 8 due to the construction of an additional bathroom on the second floor. A note that in supporting calculation, staff further recommends an adjustment to the maximum parking from 3 to 4 to support the increased occupancy. Letters were sent to 13 owners within 200 feet of the affected property.
Do I have any questions from the audience or the people here? And do we have someone from the property that would like to step forward to the podium? And perhaps we'll be asking some questions of you. Don't know yet, but it might happen.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Jeanette with Cottage Keeper. I'm property manager.
Okay.
Is that mic on?
It is.
Yes, the light on the mic.
Yes. I think so.
Yeah, you have to speak right into it.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions for? No?
I do. Regarding the parking, there'll be, with the additional people staying there, there'll be the potential for quite a bit more parking. So with the overflow parking with the driveway, I'm trying to visually remember. It could potentially be on, I'm trying to visualize.
I have a picture of it if you.
With the overflow parking, okay. The answer answered our own question.
Okay.
I was trying to visually remember the
Yep.
property. Thank you.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
I can fit 4 cars there.
I'm good.
Okay, no other questions? There was on the prior, findings of fact, there was a mention with regard to parking of, watercraft or something to that effect, is,
No storage of watercraft on the beach club.
on the beach club? Are you aware of that
I
kind of
was
a
not
condition?
aware of that, actually. I didn't think it was an issue. I mean, I didn't think it was an issue though, as far as, cause he has his own pontoon there, so a lot of people just come and use the house. They don't bring their own watercraft. So I was not aware of that.
But again, can we get into personal, we can't get into personal matters between a homeowners association and homeowners, can we, with their rentals?
I'd agree that it's not something that we normally get involved with. I believe, my recollection, it's been some time, but my recollection was that, that condition came in, from a number of property owners that were concerned about, additional, use of that beach club and whether or not, that was
Oh.
going to, kind of, take up some constrained, parking that might exist.
I have yet to, the guests that do rent that, they have yet to even bring their own watercraft, not even a kayak. So
It
I,
sounds like that's
yeah.
abiding with the condition already.
Okay.
Does she rent her boat with the property?
Does Greg rent the boat? Yes.
There, so it's already on the water.
Yeah, it's already,
It's a
because it's
non-issue.
already his, yeah.
Okay. I think that's all we have.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, the next agenda item is, consideration of the issuance of a conditional use permit for the following purpose: the short-term rental at property located at 1444 Sawgrass Drive, owned by Triple E Homes LLC, also described as Lot 73 of Sawgrass addition to Lake Arrowhead, located in the southwest 1/4, southeast 1/4, Section 13, Town 20 North, Range 5 East, Town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 0300415200503. Is there anyone here tonight?
Do you want me to get the?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just a minute, please. Our attorney has to give a little bit of a report.
All right, Shannon Meadow and Troy Zupanik, doing business as Triple E Homes LLC, have submitted a short-term rental license application and conditional use permit for the property located at 1444 Sawgrass Drive, requesting use for the 2024-2025 season that ends June 30th, 2025. Letters were sent to 11 property owners within 200 feet of the affected property. Plan Commission places conditions on conditional use permits issued to short-term rentals that will set maximum occupancy, maximum number of vehicles allowed on the property based on the standards found in Town Code, Chapter 234-61. Staff recommends a maximum occupancy of 11, maximum vehicles of 5 to be parked on hard surfaces not on the long grass at the property. The applicant has completed all license requirements, including a property manager within 25 miles on record with the town. This item was tabled at the June 11th, 2024 Plan Commission meeting to allow for the property owner or their representative to attend the meeting and provide clarification to questions that the Plan Commission members had regarding the proposed short-term rental, in addition to statements that were made during the public hearing.
Thank you. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
So what is, you're going to be utilizing this as a short-term rental, and your intent is to rent it out when you're not using it? And you do have a property manager?
I am the property manager. I'm Michelle Peterson.
And you reside here in Rome? Okay. And do you have a company, or?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone in the audience have any questions regarding this issue? Commissioners, any questions?
I have none.
I have one. Maybe this is to the attorney. If a home's sold, we're only licensing these for the current applicant, correct? Because is this home not currently for sale? Did I not see it online for sale?
Yeah,
It's irrelevant.
it's relevant, I guess.
Yeah, he agrees to all the terms in the conditional use permit set forth. We agree to follow them.
If the
Well,
home,
and let me just answer it in a general sense. With conditional use permits, from a term standpoint, you set a term. And the term that's in the findings of fact that I believe the property manager is referring to is that this conditional use permit would be indefinite as long as the current property owner holds a Town of Rome short-term rental license.
So if the property sells, the next current owner would have to go through the short-term rental process again.
Since, yeah, and conditional use permit process.
Have you been renting the property out already?
No.
I believe someone mentioned that they thought it had been rented
No,
out.
and there's
Okay.
10 days allowed per calendar year allowed without a license. So there were 10 days up until July 1st, and now another 10 days after July 1st. And I'm sure the attorney can, but no, it has not been
It has
rented.
been rented, I don't assume.
And at the last meeting, there was an indication that there were garbage cans that had been emptied by the company that you utilize for the but they were in the streets. I don't know how long.
They were at the end of the driveway. I went and picked them up, and I have a picture of that. So, I mean, when the garbage man goes by, if there's nobody there, they do tend to sit at the end of the driveway temporarily, and that's what happened. But I don't believe that was worth not giving him his conditional use permit last month.
It was just an issue that had been brought up that I thought perhaps you would like to know, that the neighbors were concerned about the garbage cans being into the road, and just so you know, it was a concern that was brought up.
We won't let it happen again if it's.
What service do you use?
some-
Harders, I believe, is who it is,
I
right?
think they dropped them off. and
So you
that's
do
why
use
they didn't
Harders?
know that they-
Okay.
Oh, they were brand, yeah. 'cause
They
the
were
house
brand
is
new. They were
They're
dropped
brand
off.
new.
Yeah,
and I
it
didn't-
was
we
not
didn't
a
know that they were
ordinance
there. I was the one that
violation.
had 'em
Thank
pulled
you.
back.
Any other questions? Tom, you had the one. Anybody else have any other questions? Okay, thank you. The next item on the agenda is consideration of the issuance of a conditional use permit for the following purpose: the short-term rental at the property located at 123 County Road Z, owned by Joseph Wazak, also described as Lot 3 of Certified Survey Map 2682, located in part of Government Lots 6, 7, 10, and 11, Section 2, Town 20 North, Range 5 East, Town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 030-00044-0000. Nick?
Joseph Wazak has submitted a short-term rental license application and conditional use permit for the property located at 123 County Road Z, requesting use for the 2024-2025 season that ends June 30th, 2025. Letters were sent to 11 property owners within 200 feet of the affected property. Staff recommends a maximum occupancy of 8, maximum vehicles of 4 to be parked on hard surfaces, not on long grass at the property, and the applicant has completed all license requirements, including a property manager within 25 miles on record with the town.
Thank you. And is there someone here?
Joe Wazak, the owner.
Hi. Good. Now, you do have a property manager within
Yes.
25 miles?
Yes, I'm using Vacasa.
Okay. I think that was the only question that I have. Anyone else have any questions with regard to this property? No? Okay, thank you. And there's no one in the audience, did I already ask this? Have any questions with regard to this? Okay. The next item on the agenda is consideration of proposed amendment to Chapter 360 zoning, Article 3, General Regulations 360-9, use regulations relating to display of camping permits.
So I'm not going to give the whole report because it's a lot of the same report as last month. However, just to note that this was referred from the last Plan Commission meeting with direction to remove the posting requirements for camping permits found in 360-9. And included in your packet materials is the proposed amendment to the Town Code Section 360-9C5, removing the language requiring display of the camping permits.
Is there anyone here that would like to comment on this agenda item? Okay. If not, I'll close the public hearing. Oh, wait.
I'll make a
I'm
motion.
sorry.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second that.
A motion made by Jerry and seconded by Tom to close the public hearing. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Discuss impossible action on the following items. The minutes from, the meeting minutes from Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve? I'm sorry?
Before we start, I would like to amend the minutes, page 3, paragraph 4, where it begins with public concerns. I would like to amend change the word property to the word buildings.
Where is this? Oh, public,
Page 3, on the public hearing, it would be the 4th paragraph. It begins with public concerns.
and what word did you wish to?
I would like to change the word property in there into buildings.
Doesn't wanna see the building. Okay.
Madam Chair, I'll move approval with the change.
I'll second that.
Okay. Bill has made a motion to approve the minutes with the change that Lexi has requested, and Tom has seconded it. Do I have any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Minutes are approved. Discussion and possible action, amendment to a conditional use permit for the short-term rental at the property located at 841 Richmond Way, owned by Greg Maurice and Phyllis May, also described as Lot 30 of White Stallion addition to Lake Camelot, located in the southwest 1/4, northeast 1/4, section 14, town 20 north, range 6 east, town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 0300674800000, adjusting the maximum allowed occupancy. Do I have a motion?
I'll move we approve the conditional use along with the addition of the maximum, under findings of fact, to change the maximum occupancy to 4, maximum occupancy to 8, number of vehicles to 4, and that a property manager must be within 25 miles. Was that on the original? Okay, so just change the maximum occupancy to 8 and the number of vehicles to 4. And continue the findings of fact as stated in the first one.
I would second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Bill and seconded by Tom to approve the conditional use permit for 841 Richmond Way, and including the findings of fact. Any, I'm sorry,
Discussion?
any discussion?
Yes. I have a question regarding the original findings of fact with no storage of watercraft on the beach club. Bringing that up again, you know, I believe we had some discussion on 1 or 2 of these in the past, and we have not made exceptions based on what I had brought up previously. And I'm not sure that we should, I'm not sure that we should allow that to stand in this situation, because we might be getting ourselves in a situation where this one stands for this one property and then it's used as an example, unless I'm misunderstanding. But we don't want to get ourselves in a situation that we're now ruling on something that an HOA is no longer enforcing. It's between the property owners that have a fractional interest in these. If they choose to rent out their homes, that's really up to them. Nick?
Are you suggesting that the amendment be made to the motion?
Well, I'm asking that in the past, when this board has talked about these things, there's been comments and conversations, and you've offered an opinion for us to consider. So I think we need your assistance on moving forward, that with an HOA having a fractional interest and no storage of watercraft, if we have it on one, do we run the potential of that happening to us in the future?
I think, again, I stated before that I think this one came from comments that were made and concerns, and now we've heard a number of years later that that hasn't been an issue, right? That they are renting their own boat out, so it's up to you if you want to continue that as a condition or to take it off.
I thought we had discussed the fact that it's between the homeowner and the association, rather than get involved in this. I didn't think we had any reason to get involved with it. Just muddies up the waters.
So if it's on here as a finding of fact, no storage of watercraft on a beach club, we're still making that a condition of this conditional use permit.
That's how the motion was presented.
Correct.
That it would be the prior findings as well.
Yes, I did.
Well, does this findings of fact supersede the previous one?
But I think the motion was to adopt this and build in any the previous
Okay.
findings of fact, I believe is what the motion was.
Does anybody have any idea of how many other ones like this have been approved? If this is the only one, does anybody know that? Can anybody comment on that? Can anybody tell us?
I can't give you a definite answer.
Okay.
I can recall this was discussed a number of times in the past, 6 years that we've been doing these. More often than not, it has not been a condition. But it was placed as a condition on this one, and if you have the option whether you want to continue it as a condition or take it off.
I have no problem amending my motion to remove that item if it's a problem for you, because I agree it should be the homeowners association problem, not our town.
Right.
So, if you would like, I'll amend my motion to exclude that clause from the findings of fact. But I don't see it on my paper, I was looking.
This,
It's on so in your packet,
this
There was
one.
a
there's
previous
a
one?
previous
Okay,
version.
It's on the previous findings of fact. The current findings of fact are the one that you added, they would add the update to. So now they would, Bill, here, if you wanna see, it's further back.
yeah,
But then they would have
It's the
to,
one I thought I was looking at.
yeah. Then they would now have to add the addition of subtracting this one from the previous findings of fact, correct? To the new findings of,
It's
Now we
not
have-
on this one, is it?
It's not on the current proposed.
yes,
That's-
it's right
Oh,
here.
and this is the one I was
It's right here.
oh, no storage of watercraft, it is on there, okay.
It's on the previous one.
And that's what I'm saying, suggesting we remove that from the findings of fact in my amended motion. If Tom will agree.
Yes, I would agree. I was looking at the new finding of facts.
Yeah.
So I'm
I see
fine
it.
with that too. I would still second that if you
Right.
removed it.
Okay,
Did you still wanna leave the property manager within 25 miles available to
That's,
enforce?
absolutely.
Yes.
It's on the new one.
that's on the new one
Absolutely.
automatically.
It was just the previous condition of the last finding of fact, so that's why I was asking.
Okay, so I have a motion by Bill and amended, an amended motion,
Just a-
removing the
It was a-
watercraft
It was a
from.
friendly amendment, so you
Okay,
just got a
friendly.
motion.
Okay.
and a second.
I have a motion to approve the conditional use permit for 841 Richmond Way, owned by Greg Maurice and Phyllis May, and seconded by Tom. Do I have any discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. The conditional use permit passed. Discussion and possible action, consideration of the issuance of a conditional use permit for the following purpose. The short-term rental at the property located at 1444 Sawgrass Drive, owned by Triple E Homes LLC, also described as Lot 73 of Sawgrass addition to Lake Arrowhead, located in the southwest 1/4, southeast 1/4, Section 13, Town 20 North, Range 5 East, Town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 0300415200503.
I'll make a motion that we recommend the approval of the conditional use permit for the property located at 1444 Sawgrass Drive with the findings of fact as presented.
I'll second that.
Do we have any discussion? There's been a motion made to approve the conditional use permit for 1444 Sawgrass Drive, owned by Triple E Homes LLC, made by Jerry, seconded by Bill?
Tom?
Tom? You're busy today, Tom. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Discussion and possible. Okay. Discussion and possible action, consideration of the issuance of a conditional use permit for the following purpose. The short-term rental at the property located at 123 County Road Z, owned by Joseph Wazek, also described as Lot 3 of Certified Survey Map 2682, located in part of Government Lot 6, 7, 10, and 11, Section 2, Town 20 North, Range 5 East, Town of Rome, Adams County, Wisconsin, with a parcel number of 03000440000.
I'll move approval for the conditional use permit for the address at 123 County Road Z with the findings of fact as presented.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion by Bill to approve the conditional use permit for 123 County Road Z, owned by Joseph Wazek, and seconded by Jerry. Is there any discussion? If there is none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion and possible recommendation to the town board, consideration of proposed amendment to Chapter 360 zoning, Article 3, General Regulations, 360-9 use regulations relating to display of camping permits.
Madam Chair, could we just ask maybe Nick to go over briefly the notes, or Lexi to just go over the notes so we have a little bit better understanding of this change? Did you read it earlier?
Yes.
Okay,
Part of it, yeah.
part of it, yeah.
Well,
I can certainly,
If you wouldn't mind, just a little bit more. I know you read it, but
okay. So at the June 11th, 2024 Plan Commission meeting, the Plan Commission reviewed the current ordinance requirements relating to display of camping permits in light of the town's current process for issuance and upcoming process for monitoring camping permits. As a summary, at the April 18th, 2024 Town Board meeting, the town reinstated the practice of having local business vendors process and issue the camping permits as opposed to having town staff performing those activities. Processing and issuing camping permits in this way will also allow the town and vendor to utilize the town zoning hub software and then input issued permits, allowing with additional efficiencies in tracking and checking permit status for any specific properties. With this process now in place, staff is requesting the consideration of removing the posting requirements for camping permits found in Town Code Section 360-9, as we anticipate monitoring activities for the compliance will now be migrating over to electronic means. After reviewing the aforementioned information, the Plan Commission referred this item to today's meeting.
To be clear, though, we'd have to make sure that we do that effective
I have a
the first
question.
of the year.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
That's where I was going with this. To be clear, though, this wouldn't take effect immediately. It would have to take effect first of the year because we're already in the midst of a camping season. So if
Right.
we make a motion, because it's not,
You can make that recommendation, Joe.
My concern is that I went into zoning hub and there's no camping permit available right now that I could see. You can get the applications, but there's no listing.
because this
So
would be
I can drive up
effective-
to a site that has a permit posted and I can tell it's been through the process.
Yeah,
If we take that off before we get the listing available on zoning hub, I have no way of telling whether they've applied for a permit or not.
Yeah, right now you can just apply for camping permits on HeyGov, which Zoning Hub gives you a direct link to apply for it online.
Right.
Or when you purchase it from
Right.
Rome
No,
Outdoors.
you
but
can
right now
get the
we're
permit,
not- yep,
but
we're
I
not
can't
putting them on
tell
there
as a
yet.
homeowner if the lot next to me applied for it or not,
And
or
that's
has
where
it.
we would upload every single individual camping permit, so you would know which lot has a license and which one doesn't.
Once they have the,
Once this- if this
once
goes
it's
into
active,
effect.
but I understand it's not gonna be active until January 1st. So I don't think we should put this in effect till January 1st,
That's what I'm saying.
until it's
It's
available, right?
effective January 1.
Right. Because there's other ways, there's no way of finding out who's got a permit or who doesn't.
Right. And the exception to that would be that if there's a computer glitch for whatever reason, a hard copy would be issued at the town and they would post that until they're entered into the system and the system's updated. So we could make we could make that part of our motion. That's what I was gonna say.
And I think at this point, most of the camping permits probably have
Have
been
been issued.
issued
There's
and
a
are on
few
display.
Exactly. There's a few
currently.
stranglers maybe out there that,
Few late buyers that want to still do something, but I would support it as of January 1st also.
Right, I agree.
So do I have a motion then?
yeah, I'll move that we make the recommended changes to the ordinance requirements for the camping, for updating the issuance and the upcoming process of monitoring camping permits effective 1/1 of January 2025. And also including the fact that if there should be IT issues, a hard card can be issued or a hard copy can be issued up until such time that the system is updated with the current information. You understand what I'm saying? So that you don't have to keep coming back to us for,
I'll second the motion. I understand what you're saying.
they understand what I'm trying to get across to, because that was,
It becomes a staff issue.
yes, internal issue to deal with.
What, if, for example, the computers were down and they couldn't enter the information that day, they would be issued a hard permit to display until such time that
As
the
to get
system
it
came
in-
back
To
up.
display, I guess that was the wording that I was
Right.
missing, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so a motion's been made by Lori to make a recommendation to the town board to amend Chapter 360, Article 3, General Regulations, 360-9 Use Regulations, to effective January 1, 2025, to allow for online processing of camping permits, and unless there is a glitch with regard to IT, where they can't do it online immediately, that a hard copy will be presented for display until such time it is entered into the system.
I think you got it.
I did?
I think you did.
Do you think I got it too?
I'm sure. you got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I think the rationale was kind of built into the motion as well.
Okay. All right, so any other discussion?
I was asked to do that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Phew, all right.
So there's a
Discuss.
great understanding in the community as to why they're no longer being posted and why one might not be posted, so we're not getting tons of phone calls.
Which would be good. Discussion and possible action, update regarding Rometown Center Subcommittee to review recommendations by town contracted specialist Sam A. Schultz, Land Use and Development Advisor, for update to the Rometown Center Design Plan and potential recommendation of zoning code amendments and possible appointment of Plan Commission members to serve on the subcommittee.
All right, I can give just a little bit of background by reading the report. So, on May 14th, 2024, the town's contracted specialist Sam Schultz, Land Use Development Advisor, provided a presentation of implementation recommendations for the Rometown Center Design Plan. The recommendations included strategies to proactively address development tendencies in the Rometown Center, unification of Rometown Center districts, and creating an updated framework for non-use controls for easier administration. Included in your packets are the implementation recommendations and potential unified district map provided at that meeting. In late 2018, the town board established a subcommittee comprised of members from the Plan Commission, members from the CDA, and a business owner to work through the process of updating the development and design standards to be consistent with the updated town center design plan. The goal of that subcommittee's work was to codify then existing design standards with the changes updates from the design plan with an eye to providing more clear standards for businesses looking to locate in the town of Rome. Although envisioned and implemented as a temporary subcommittee at that time, many of the goals and objectives of the subcommittee would parallel anticipated upcoming work with Mr. Schultz. At its meeting on July 2nd, 2024, the Town of Rome Board of Supervisors did re-engage the Town Center Subcommittee to review the recommendations from Sam Schultz for updates to the Rome Town Center Design Plan and potential recommendations of zoning code amendments. And so since that has been done, this agenda item would also ask then that the Plan Commission consider designating Plan Commission members as representatives to serve on the subcommittee. And I would also add to that there is a developer noted in the committee, and so if anybody has an idea for a developer to assist, that would be helpful as well, so we can reach out and contact them.
That already
How
has
many
actually
board members
taken
from
place.
Planning Commission?
I believe it's 3 Plan Commission members.
Well,
we're-
we'll bring up the name we have.
Okay,
Diane.
do we have 3 Plan Commission members? Now, I know on the last committee, there were no board members involved in this.
That's correct, from the Planning Commission.
Right. So does that exclude the 2 board members? Are they, no? Okay,
No, that was just happenstance, I think.
Okay.
It was not by
This
design.
was
okay.
It
an
wasn't an
outline.
invitation.
just an outline to help us just get things based on what was happening last year. Nick's got one too. There's enough for,
I didn't grab one.
oh, I thought, you didn't keep one?
So there's 3 Planning Commission members, 1 developer, what else?
2 CDA, and then we have Lexi, zoning administrator, and Jason, town administrator.
Okay.
So those would be the members of the committee. So at this point, has there been anyone from CDA that's stepping up, that is going to come on to the,
So the CDA did discuss this, if anybody else wants to add, please, but the CDA had discussed it, and there's they didn't identify any members at this time, but I think it's on their rolling agenda to get some members identified.
I anticipate them coming back with selecting 2 of their members, even though they said they weren't interested. I'm sure they'll come back and say that they are now at this time. I, of course, I'll say that I am definitely interested because I've been instrumental in facilitating this effort since the beginning. So, and been working with Sam very closely, brought it forward, and would like to continue on the process. So I would like to step up and continue serving.
I would like to also be part of the committee if
I would like to be part of the committee, so if the other people that are present are good with that, then
I guess I would like to also throw my hat in the ring, since I've been part of it since the inception.
No offense, Tom, and please don't take any, but Bill was part of the original committee that was formed, so he has a background and a history with regard to facilitating things. And I do know that you are a business owner in the park,
and I
Did I
do
call it
believe that
park?
we should have at least one business owner on this committee,
Will you be able to meet during the day?
depending on, mornings are perfect for me. Tuesdays are great for me. I can't do a 2 o'clock in the afternoon meeting, but any morning at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, I have no problem. 5 days a week, all day on Tuesday, I'm available. I honestly believe we should have some business owners that have a stake in this park also giving their input on this.
I think that's something the subcommittee could discuss, on how to approach the business owners on the changes, like we did last time. We did,
There was
How
no
did you-
approaching me last time. I've owned property there for a decade, and no committees came to me to approach me about changes. So as of last time, I would have to disagree with.
I'm not sure when it was. I thought it might have been from the CDA that we sent out some information at the time. I know we sent out a survey.
well, this was in 2019.
And maybe I'm just confusing it with CDA stuff. I sat on as a CDA representative, not as a plan commission representative.
And Lori, why couldn't you come on as a CDA representative, and then we have the 3 people from the Plan Commission?
Because I know very well that probably they'll come back and appoint Jackie and Colleen. And that would be the 2 members, so I would like to be a plan commission member.
Jerry, do you have any interest? You're
I
pretty
do,
quiet
but
over
You
there.
already have more than enough, so.
I mean, Jerry's been involved in the beginning too, so.
Well, and see, that's the thing, though, we have the background and that's the hard thing. The difficult thing is that the 3 of us have been involved with each one of these design plans and everything from the beginning. If we can get input from all the businesses, do we make that one of the objectives of making sure that the meetings involve the business owners and getting input from all of the business owners and their thought process? Because
Right.
I do have a sense that each one of them has a different interest in how it will impact them and how they'd like to see that move forward. And maybe Sam is the best person to help us facilitate that, considering he does it every day of the week in Mount Pleasant and as a representative of Von Briesen. So that, with the fact being that he's the expert here, and that's how he makes his living, and he does it every day as part of his experience, more knowledgeable than any of us in trying to facilitate something, is that the piece that we definitely rely on him to do and help us get that input from each and every business owner in there, so we don't miss that key element this time.
That's where I'm coming from.
Because each one of us here, in no offense, again, was involved from the beginning as far as, concepts of developing, that park once the manuals, design plans, and everything else took off, different community meetings. So each of us brings a different level of knowledge and experience of moving that forward. But I think that might be a concept, is that something that we can all live with, is that Sam would be the one to facilitate this portion of the discussion, because he could bring that from other communities as to how they bring that forward.
Yeah.
Get that input from the business. I don't know, Nick, if there's something you want to add?
Well, I think Commissioner Capper hit the nail on the head with that. I think that'll be to the subcommittee to discuss kind of what the process looks like, and they very well might include that.
Because we could put that under, I just put together, in conversation with is just putting together some basic purpose, the scope, the structure, the meeting. This is very basic, and at the very first meeting, based on what we received from Sam and then our deliverables, is that one of those things we want to set out and achieve is that we get input from every single business owner and what their vision is, because what the brewery wants and what Tom wants might be different. What Tom wants and what the meat market wants might be different. What the apartment owner wants and what the roam away from home wants might be different. But then all of them are gonna be impacted by the final output. Now, we might wanna meet often, and we might wanna do as much as we can, but we wanna keep it minimal and keep the momentum going, so we have a product that we can move forward, because the last statement on here was one that, you know, I did develop, because it's like, the outcome is we've gotta realize that this has gotta be agile, and we've gotta be able to swiftly respond to those different opportunities that are coming up, because they're coming faster, and the ideas are different, and they're changing rapidly. So it's just something we've gotta think about. So if we can churn this out, we're gonna have to meet more often. It's not just one meeting a month, once a month for 4 months. I see us meeting more often than just once a month. So I don't know if you can make that kind of commitment either. With working.
Who is that directed towards?
Anyone
don't know.
that's
It
gonna,
sounds like
anyone
from the
that's gonna.
conversation here, you're wanna consult the businesses after you folks get our input after the fact.
No,
I'm more-
consult you during the process.
I think that business owners should be on this, but I hear where you guys are coming from, and how the vote falls, it falls. Honestly, in this committee, I think me, Heather, and Diane should be on it, or me, Heather, and Jerry. We should have the business owners that have a stake in this business park, that have invested their life savings in this place, be at the table to discuss it. Not have some consultant come by, visit us, and ask us for our opinion.
Heather doesn't wanna be on it.
Okay.
If I may, with the fact that there is several plan commission members as well, you guys do have kind of more, I don't know if that's more power, but you can potentially push for more open forums to have business people come in
Yes.
throughout the several months. And it can be, once the meeting gets set in place, that could be a requirement that we can, I guess, impose, that we wanna have X amount of forums and we wanna have X amount of participation from business owners.
I think that's a great idea. That's a good idea, Lexi, like have it as part of our public hearing during that 4-month period, have it during the public hearing session of the plan commission meetings.
I don't know if you add more to the plan commission when we get busy. We already have 3-hour meetings.
Hey,
I know
we're getting out of
you
here.
like those 3-hour meetings,
No,
I don't.
No, I don't, Jerry, I don't like them anymore, but I do like getting things done, and if we've got work, we gotta get it done. Maybe just one night we can get out of here without insulting each other, huh?
When you look at the design plan initially, you know, and as far as, it was interesting to me, I was rereading it again, and, yeah, I know, it was great, the public input. There's still quite a bit in here that is applicable to what we're trying to, and I think even Sam put that in his report, as far as what we're trying to achieve for a Rome Town Center. And I think the businesses do have they should have an input in that, and they do have a big part in how this is going to be developed. Not only the ones that are there currently, but the ones that we want to attract. And I believe our community would like to see the vision that was initially started with regard to this. And I understand that the business owners are the ones that are taking the risk, but the town of Rome and the community would like to benefit from everything that's gonna be involved in this town center. And I think by utilizing what Sam has brought forward and the original, this was really great. This design plan was really,
But we've deviated from that original plan by
We-
quite a bit.
We're moving forward,
there was
now.
also, and this is a sentence that I found in here that I thought was very on point with regard to what we're dealing with now. And this was from those people that went on this vision board. And they said, there was also a preference to avoid a rigid, district-by-district land use pattern in favor of a more organic layout for the site. And that was from the community. That's what they were envisioning as well. And I think that that's what I think Sam is also proposing, and to make it easier for us to achieve that goal.
Yes, and he said it, he stated it again when he was here.
But I do understand the importance of the business owners in being part of this. And I did like the suggestion that Lexi made with regard
Yeah,
to
I think that's-
to forums and involving you, not shutting you up by no means. Because you are vital, you are critical to the development of this town center.
So somebody has to make a decision, I guess. I'll live with what the decision is. I mean, I just think that just, Lori's not getting put on by the CDA. She feels two other people get it. Now she wants a spot on the plan commission. I mean, you're already on every committee. I mean, where's the stopping point? I mean, if your CDA doesn't put you on, then you want to be put on by the plan commission. I mean, it just doesn't seem, I mean, you're town chairwoman, you should take our input and we should report back to you the findings of facts that we come up with in these committees. But I don't have the say of who goes on it. But I can tell you, my family's the first family that bought in this park 12 years ago. I invested my life savings in this park. And yes, I want to be at the table. Any redevelopment on this. It seems like it's gonna be all homes in the end. Investment properties. Is that what these citizens want? I thought they wanted
Madam
places
Chair,
to
point
go
of
to.
order. Madam Chair, point of what? If, I thought, speak your piece and point of order.
Well,
I serve on two committees like every other board member, and I've been on them for a long time, just like every other board member.
Okay, I think my preference and my reasoning for it is, I would like Bill to be on this because he has been in the forefront of the Rome Town Center, the design plan, the first subcommittee that was done in 2019.
Bill, not me, right?
I'm sorry, Bill.
Bill. You look
Yes.
this way, but you're talking
Oh.
about Bill. Yeah, okay.
Bill on my left.
Jerry's been there too, so.
Well, Bill was more involved with the design.
Okay.
But
And then I would like to see Lori on the committee, basically because she has a relationship with Sam, and she's been instrumental in bringing this expert to guide us through this process and get us moving forward and implementing things that need to be done to get the Rome Town Center to become the Rome Town Center. Bring in more businesses, bring in more housing, and allow for all the businesses that are there to thrive and flourish. And I would like to be on the committee because I feel that I have been part of the design plan and the subcommittee prior to this, and I would like to see this move forward expeditiously.
Well, you're eliminating Tom, and he's the one business owner that should be on there.
Not according to them. I'm fine. That's your decision. Next agenda item.
But I also feel that what we will do as a subcommittee is have the forums, present what we have come up with, give it to the business owners, allow their input so that that can be taken into consideration as well. And the reasoning why the business owners would be for or against the recommendations of this subcommittee.
If I might one more time, you could potentially appoint Tom as an alternate, because if there is a chance that Lori does get put in by CDA, then you
I'm
would
good.
have the empty spot.
I'm good. I don't wanna be an alternate, I'm good.
Why wouldn't you wanna be an alternate if that happens? I see.
I'm good.
Jerry, would you like to be an alternate?
Why do you need alternates? You guys are gonna make a commitment to serve on it, shouldn't need any alternates.
Okay.
Okay. Then,
I'd like to make one comment, though.
Yes.
I hope that this committee listens to Sam. He understands the fact that this business park has been over-regulated from day one. It's one of the major problems with not developing it, and he sees that, and I hope somebody listens to him.
yes.
That's why I brought him on board, Jerry. Thank you
Yeah,
very
well,
much.
you're, yeah,
Thank you.
whatever.
That's why we hired him. That's why I recommended him to the town
Okay, I
board.
won't go there right now, okay?
Yeah.
But I agree wholeheartedly with you, and reading his, the report that we have, that he gave to us, it's very evident that that's what he wants to see. And I
Yes.
believe that what his vision is and what he's recommending here are the same, it's just, in my opinion, that's what I would like to see.
I'd like to see the
Me as well.
architectural standards upheld and the roof pitches upheld when you guys discuss this. 'Cause
Well,
that's what makes the
he's
building look
he's saying we do subjective rather than objective, and that's what I would like to see us do as well.
Yep.
So they're more standard to building codes rather than just objective and always having to come before us or some other, entity in the town. I also have I have one other question, but, so,
Did you wanna make, are you making that motion then, Bill, or what?
there,
You
I
want a
don't need,
motion?
Or
I
no,
don't,
You have
I don't
four
think
people
we
that
have
are-
to.
That have expressed interest, you probably should have a motion, so we have minutes reflecting who's going to serve on that committee.
Then I'll make a motion that we present 3 members of the plan commission to the town board.
no, you just,
The
no,
subcommittee?
you don't need to.
We don't need to, we can
This
just
is our
appoint.
subcommittee.
Then that 3 members, Diana, Lori, and Bill will be appointed as the subcommittee from the plan commission.
I'll second it.
okay, I have a motion, by Bill to appoint Bill, Lori, and Diana to the subcommittee for the Rome Town Center, seconded by Lori. Do I have any other discussion? All in favor, and I think I'll do a voice, starting with Bill.
Aye.
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 Nay.
Nay,
Motion carries 3-2.
I hope it not.
Madam Chair, the other thing, if somebody has an idea of a developer, that would be the other thing too.
Yeah, it does,
Okay.
yes.
I feel right now with our town, the way it has grown and benefited from Sand Valley, that there is a gentleman there that has the expertise and the knowledge that can guide us and the vision as well, and an opportunity to serve, willingness to serve on this subcommittee, so that we can get our vision in line and get everything taken care of with regard to all the concerns of business owners and our community. And I would like to propose Baker Thompson from Sand Valley, the property sales and manager over there. He's extremely knowledgeable, well-versed, willing to interact with our community and help us. And I believe that by tapping him and his resources and knowledge, it would be of great benefit to us.
I have no issue with that. I don't know the person, but from what you said of him,
I agree with her.
It's not a bad, That's not a bad choice.
Yeah, I,
It's an excellent choice, and he has the resources and the knowledge and some of the concepts that Sam is working with and presents to us. Baker has a fluid understanding of all of those, so, and he has the agility we speak of being able to react to some of the ideas that change. So I think it's a great recommendation.
And I believe he has been approached and is very willing to assist us in this endeavor.
And has the availability.
It's even better.
So I'll move that we appoint Baker Thompson as our developer to the Plan Commission, Rome Town Center Subcommittee as the developer.
I'll second.
All in favor, or any more discussion?
You're gonna do a roll
No.
call?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Okay, roll call, starting from my left.
Capel, yes.
Jumati, yes?
Dilge, yes.
Gabriel, yes.
Wassinger, yes.
Okay, then we'll notify Mr. Thompson about that. CDA, we are waiting for them. Do we know when this committee is going to start? How soon can we get CDA on board?
Is the town attorney sitting on this committee?
I can. If I'm invited to, I will join.
Yeah, we'll have to work on the numbers and
Yeah.
because Sam is going to also be an expense. So it's gonna be a trade-off as to when we use who and how we use.
Okay.
So we're gonna have, we have this basic outline to start with, and we'll start with Sam and see where he wants to go there to implement, and then, some of those ideas and talk and work through them, and I have to work through that with our financial director and, Jason, and we'll go forward from there.
Okay.
So we'll start putting out some dates and work through that, and, see when everybody's available, and, move
The
forward.
sooner the better.
Absolutely.
Especially, I would like to
Absolutely.
give Mr. Thompson the ability to plan his schedule. He's a very busy person.
Absolutely. He's available after the 11th of July.
Okay, that's in 2 days.
That's right.
Can we get this done in 2 days? But
You-
I'm hoping that we're done within 4 months to get everything accomplished and get this all done.
Absolutely. So we have
And that
workable
would
documents.
include the forums, the business owners' input, everything.
Because I also anticipate zoning, zoning issues and things that'll have to come before us and the town board, and
Okay, I believe that's all we needed to do with regard to that subcommittee. Next agenda items?
I can speak just to the item that's on there. At the previous meeting, during the public hearing, there had been some questions about host compliance. Now that we have a zoning administrator that's on board, she's been working with staff to understand and kind of iron out some of the host compliance matters, and so we'd anticipate then an update to the Plan Commission on the host compliance program and what it monitors and how we utilize that information.
Great.
Did I miss this on this agenda that, I think in the minutes from the last meeting, we were supposed to have a review of CUP requirements for short-term rentals? Was that gonna be all combined in that host
I
compliance?
think the idea is that we bring it all at the same time.
Okay, so that's what we will be bringing next month, August. Any other agenda items that you would like to see?
What was that date you were gonna say, August?
August 13th
Thank you.
at 4:00. Anyone else have any other agenda items that they'd like to bring forward? Okay. Then I guess meeting adjourned.